This video we will learn a special type of array which we call string. The learning objective of this video are that the student know the characteristic of array of char and string in C++, and then the student know a few of string methods. Let us begin by discussing about word. In real world, there are data which consists of letters that we call as words, and then sentence, and then paragraph, and so on. Programming language should facilitate this kind of data. There are two forms of word representation in C++, which are array of char. This is the first representation, and then string for the second representation. Let us see this example about array of char. So here we have an array with the type of char, and then the element of this array is A, L, and I, and each of element will be followed by single quotation. It means that this is a character or char. And then the second array, still it is an array of char, but we can put the value of this array by using double quotation and directly write what is the word. These two types of array declaration, they have the same result. In this array, which name 2, this will be the element of this array will be 4 element, and then the first element will be R, and then second element will be I, N, and A for the last element. So you can do this. You can treat as regular array that we have already learned before, single array, single dimensional array. So if you want to access the element of this array of char, you can use size of, just like the previous example. This is the same for the name2 array. Let us see another example. So here, as before, we have this array name, and even though the size of this array is 10, however, we just declare the value or the element inside of this array is just 3. This is okay. And the second array is name2, and then the third array of char is name3, and the size is 10. So now I will demonstrate a few of function which we can use in array of char. So this is a special function which only hold in array of char. So the first function is string copy, or strcpy, and this function has two parameters. So the first parameters is the destination. So string copy has the destination, and then this is the source. The second parameter will be the source. So of course this should be an array. This should be also an array of char. So what will happen here, that name tree, which is blank, or there is no element, we haven't defined any element inside of name tree, so it means that there's only 10 memory spaces, and we don't know the value inside of it. Okay, it should be 10. And then we copy the value of the array of char name to name tree. So what we have for the what we have in name only, name, I'm sorry, it should be name, and this is name tree. What we have in the name is A, L, and I. So we will copy by using string copy. So name tree will have the same element as the array of char name. And then what is strcat? This is string concatenation. So we will combine between name tree and name 2. So what we have in name 2, in the name 2 we only have 4, which is R, I, and A. Okay, then we will combine with name tree, and then we store in the name tree. So strcat will have two parameters, and this is the destination and this is the source. So this is destination and also source. So we combine between name tree and name 2 and put in the name tree. So it will be Ali and this. So this is the output. And then the last function that you may need to know is str length. So this is the string length, the length of name tree, the length of this array of char. So when we want to know the length of the name tree, as we see here that name tree has 10 for the size of the array of char, right? But why the output of this str length, or this length, this is 7? Why this is 7? So here is the answer. When you declare array of char, there is a specific character which that specific character is for the stopping symbol of a word. So if we have this Ali, then this will be stopping symbol here. So there's a stopping symbol here. So it means that when we reach the stopping symbol, it means that we just finish the word, or that's the stopping point for that word. So the word will be only all the elements before this stopping symbol. Okay, so that's why we have the size of the name tree is 7, not 10, not the size of the array. Okay, and the stopping symbol is \0, backslash and 0. Now we see another representation of word in programming language. You can use array of char or you can use string. How to use string? So here there is an example. If you want to declare a word, suppose this is the word that you want to store in your program, then you can use data type of string and then give the name of the variable, or you can call this as an array. It's also okay. So this is the name of the variable or the array, and then you give the data type of string, and then you can put the element or the value of this variable directly by using double quotation. So it means that this is string, and also you can just declare without any initial value, just like name tree. And then if you want to try to see what is actually name to or name tree, you can try to access one by one. So actually this is also an array of char, but there are several additional feature that C++ give to this type of this data type. So you can access this array or this variable of string by accessing one by one. You can consider as an array. So as long as it is not reaching the stopping symbol, so you can access the value of the name one by one. So you can have this one, the second output. The first output will be this one. Okay, so the first output, you can just directly see out name without indicating the index of the element. So you just call name just like this, then cout will detect that this is array of char, and it will print all the character inside of this variable or this array until it reach the stopping symbol. So the first output and the second output, actually they doing the same thing. However, this one, the second output, we do this manually, one by one, and accessing element by element. And then we can also do a function or operation just like in the array of char. That in the array of char we have strcpy or string copy, but here if you have string, you can directly use the assignment operation just like this. So name tree is equal to the name, so name tree will be have the same element or value with name. So you can see here that when we see out name tree, it will have the same value as name here, the third output. And then you can also do using addition operation. This one, this is just like when you do the string concatenation. You can see here that the output is the value of name3 plus the value of the name2. This. And how to calculate the length of this string. So you can calculate by using name3 dot length. This is different. In array of char we just use str length, and then we put the array of char. Suppose this is name3, but here we call the object. You will learn later about what is object in object oriented programming. So you call this object name3, or the array of name3, and then you call the method inside of it, which is length. So you will have the value is 8, because we have 8 character or 8 element inside of name3. So now you have to answer this quiz. What is the main difference of representing words using array of char and string? So of course the difference is that when we use array of char, we can represent by using single quotation, character by character. But in the string you can directly write the word inside of double quotation. Okay, and yeah, I think there is there it is the difference between the array of char and string. You can find another difference by yourself. And what is the second answer for this question? What is the stopping symbol of a word represented using string and also array of char? So we have the stopping symbol, which is \0. And then mention a few of function in array of char and string. We have length, and then we have string len, and we have string copy, string concatenation. Okay, so that's all the video about array, and we will meet in another video which will discuss another topic.